Alright, there we go. Hello, everybody. Hi, Bella. How are you? Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, first task we do is we'll clear the machine. Now, I saw something come up on Reddit before that the patch notes are out. So, we're going to watch the trailer for the new update and go through the patch notes today. It's probably not going to take the complete 2 hours, but it's something to do. Good, how are you? I'm alright, just woke up. Literally, when I do these morning streams, I literally just woken up. So you get grumpy day for a little while. For I think my ADHD medication starts to be a reasonable adult. I'm at work and you're in my background noise. Nice. We mainly looking. That's absolutely fine. I'll be your radio. I don't mind. I'm not sure how entertaining of a radio I'll be, but I don't mind being up. Yeah, it's all jittery because my machine that I built with all the snippets makes my game slow down. See, this makes the game slow down all those. But we're gonna clear that now. Alright, what level is my pet at the moment? Alright, let's try the experiment anyway. Let's start with the pet that hasn't been leveled at all. Do the blue spring rabbit, because it's Easter. Alright. Here we go. So we're leveling a pet from 0 and see how close to 5 we can get it. That's at 2 now. Level 3? Yep. And level 4. So one more level to go. I have to get all the stragglers now. Hi, Thursa, how are you? I have to run around like chicken and a head cut up trying to catch this damn thing. That's why these lures are very, very good. That's why I've set up this. But it gives you a good amount of experience too. Alright, there we go. I think I cleared them all. There we go. That's all of them cleared. So how close did I get that? Oh, so close. Just a little bit to go. So once I finish my machine, by upgrading these, we should be able to do it. So once I finish these here, I reckon once I do these, because I've worked out the math earlier, because I just built a whole bunch of like simple ones, these ones, and so once I upgrade those, it should be a level of 5, hopefully. And it's self-sustainable because I just use the snippets just to make more storybook magic. So I'm not losing anything. And then eventually, once I've upgraded them all, I'll just bank all the snippets. Get a chest for them. Now, I want it ready before the update, so I might need to log in during the day to do it really quick too. Because it's perfect for what we're going to need it for the update. Yeah. The update is this week, isn't it? It is. It's on Thursday. So I'm taking Thursday off work and I'm going to be doing my 12-hour stream for it. So you'll be stuck with this ugly mug for 12 hours. Alright. There we go. Yay. Okay. Should save the rest of it. But I could technically upgrade that. Yeah, upgrade that too. Oh, there's more here. Missed it. I'll just hold on to it. Let's up all this stuff. No Dinkum Thursday. No Dinkum Thursday. Just because the update is on Thursday, well, my Thursday. No Dinkum. No Dinkum and no Palia this week. It's just all Dreamlight Valley because of the update. But next week it'll be back to normal. Sorry. If Dinkum had an update, maybe. Where's my chest of all the shiny things? There we go. Cool. I'll make it up. I'll make it up to you somehow. Not sure how, but I'll try. Put that there. Oh, transfer that down. We've got a stack of those, and we've got a stack of those. Alright. And one last stop. And then we'll go for the patch notes. We'll go for the patch notes for Thursday, for what's dropping on Thursday. And no, we'll watch the trailer as well. Do that. Just because I haven't yet. Chilly. Very cold. It's winter in New Zealand. And it's very cold today. I've got a heater underneath my feet, and it is linked to a smart plug, so I can switch it on and off. The problem is my computer keeps on overheating recently because I don't have really sufficient cooling on it, so I can't keep it on for a long time. And the problem with the blood thinners, it makes you very cold. I don't know if you can notice it. I'll see if I can switch to big cam. Big cam. My thumb, notice there's a bruise on there. That was from me just opening medication. That's how I bruise now like a peach. One thing that people don't tell you about blood thinners is that you bruise very, very easy. It sucks. And as a 37-year-old who thinks he's invincible, I get a lot of bruises on me now. Yeah, it is. Alright, so. Wow, nearly full of cinnamon. That's great. We'll be doing the long stream today, and I'll be doing my spreadsheet. So I'm going to be going through everything that I have and make sure that we're all stocked up. Oh, trying to get my stuff. Oh, no. Stop opening things. I got 7 out of that one. Alright. So let's have a sit. Dave, have a sit. God damn it, Dave, sit. There you go. He did it eventually. No, don't hit them. There we go. Finally set. Let's bring up things up on the other screen. Alright, we'll start with the Emotional Rescue Update trailer. Again, I haven't done a pause button on my damn stream deck. I keep forgetting to. Switch over here. There we go. Alright, let's listen to the update. Oh, very loud. Reconnect with Riley's emotions in a new realm. Notice she's dressed exactly like Happiness as well, the Avatar. Bring joy and sadness to your valley. I like anger. Where's anger? Drive into the retro road trip Star Path. I think the Star Path is pretty cool. I think the snack bar would be really cool for the food market area that we have going. I'd love to make a cinema in the main town of it all. I don't know where I'd put it, but how's your moonstones, Dave? It's running a bit low, but I've got some money. I think from the last time you donated, still there, so we'll probably top that up on Thursday as well. But yeah, I like Donald's costume as well. Looks like we're getting a new pet being a little cool cat box. But all the seats and all that, I think it would be really cool to have cinema. Be interesting to see what we could actually put on the big screen. New items in bloom in the Prim shop. Whoa, look at that. So it looks like an acorn house. I should just let it play and then we'll go back, but screw it. Acorn house, and it looks like a little trailer plant thingy. I mean, they're a bit. There's not really. I like downtown buildings and stuff like that because I think we need a little bit more of them. But oh, that's called Lucky. This is probably one of the first 101 Dalmatians things we've ever had in the game as well. Lucky. That's who I'm definitely gonna get Lucky, and 101 Dalmatians need to have their own little section now. Oh. There we go. Dreamlight Valley. There you go. Cool. Alright. Now we're gonna find the patch notes. I'm not gonna let you see my screen while I do this. I don't. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Mainly so I can have the whole day off and just game. I use all my leave for going for hospital stuff or medical stuff now. So the only time I really take leave for myself are days like this, because for some reason I need an excuse. I find like doing nothing all day makes me go a bit crazy. All right, there we go. All right, deep dive on the star path changes. What? Star path changes? These are patch notes. The star path changes. Oh, okay. Let's go to the star path changes first. All right, let's go. Dear Valley Villagers, with the emotional rescue update, we've introduced some changes to the star path journey to make the experience more accessible to players wherever they are in the valley. And we've also made a new addition, routine duties, designed for those who play week over week. Oh God, oh no, what have they done? What have they done here? All right. Here's a quick overview of what's changing in this new star path format. Drop my phone. Routine duties are a new type of star path progression that unlock task sets weekly, with each week bringing its own theme, so there's always something fresh to work on as you progress through the star path. So they unlock the task sets weekly. Okay. Routine duties appear alongside regular star path duties, not as a replacement. This means now players have two types of duties to complete. Well, that's not going to help the FOMO, is it? Alright. We've removed duties that require specific characters, except for characters debuting with the latest update. All game features to be unlocked, such as dream snaps, restaurants orders, and other character-specific tasks, making progress more accessible to players. So they removed the difficult ones. Well, difficult. The ones that take a little bit of time. That's silly. Oh, the time, basically anything time locked that looks like they've gotten rid of. The Star Pass will now run for The Star Pass will run 5 days longer, giving players additional time to complete their duties. I don't think time was ever the issue but to complete a Star Path. Most people complete the Star Path before the time runs out. Additionally, there's a 48-hour grace period after it ends to give players time to use the token before the Star Path resets. I thought there was always like a week grace period. Maybe that's what they've changed. Yeah. We understand this is a shift to how Star Path functions, and our goal is to provide you with tools to develop or to complete duties during your play sessions. With the new format, there is now variety each week, letting you enjoy the game the way that suits your play style. It sounds like you're forcing people to play it in a particular way, but whatever. We value your feedback and keep improving the system based off your input. We hope the information below will help address any potential questions and concerns that you may have. Why change the Star Path? We've received feedback that certain Star Path duties felt repetitive and impossible to complete since some duties require a character or game feature to be unlocked, such as dream snaps and restaurant orders. I get that, but I mean, to unlock dream snaps and restaurants orders, I mean, you should be deep into the game before, like, to have those features anyway. So you shouldn't be completing the Star Path if you haven't unlocked it. I don't know. To fix this, we're introducing routine duties, and we'll remove locked multi-day and other restrictive duties to make progression smoother. Now, because this is the first time they're ever doing this, there's probably going to be an exploit on it, because that's what typically they accidentally do. It's like the snippet exploit. So if people didn't know, when Storybook Vale was first introduced, those lures you see that I use for my machine, you could actually place them in Dreamlight Valley itself, instead of just being restricted to Storybook Vale. So people would take these lure machines, put them in Dreamlight Valley, and get all the white snippets around it, and just gather hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, because white snippets can be converted to any of the other snippets. So people would just move a whole bunch into their Dreamlight Valley, because they could be placed there. They weren't restricted to what area it was, and then they would just farm them. And people thought that was a feature. It was actually a bug, and then they removed it, and then it made getting snippets a lot harder. So they have a history of exploits with new features like this, so it'd be interesting to see if there's anything that comes out of that. What are routine duties? Routine duties are set duties that unlock weekly on Wednesday at 1 p.m. I don't know when 1 p.m. is my time. Unfortunately, they never give Australia and New Zealand times when they do these things. 1 p.m. UTC. 1 p.m. UTC to NZ time. Uh, mm, mm, mm. UTC, so 1 p.m. It's 1 a.m. for me. Great. Anyway, total length of the routine duties may vary with the star pass completing. Really? So it's weekly this time, but they might just put it like I don't know. I guess what they probably would do is say they're showing five on there, so it's basically 5 sets of routine duties. So what they'll probably do is every star path, they will work out, all right, how long is the star path going to go on for? We're going to divide that by 5, and that's how often we're going to reset it. So sometimes it's going to be a week, sometimes it'll probably be only 5 days, sometimes it might be 8 days. I guess it just depends on how long the star path is going to go on for. Total length of routine duties may vary. Completing all the routine duties will earn you enough tokens to unlock rewards in the bonus rewards as well. Yay, that's kind of. Well, I mean, we play it every day. Well, not every day. We play it every week, so we'll be able to tick them off. Well, one of them is visit Scrooge's McDuck store. God, they're gonna be so simple, aren't they? Oh, I don't like simple ones. I like something that challenges you. Like this one is visit Scrooge's store, buy something from Scrooge McDuck's store, purchase an item from a stall. That's it. Really adapting to how we play. I've started the star path late. Will I be able to complete everything? Yes, routine duties will not go away once they're unlocked. For non-premium star path players, you unlock routine duties each week on Wednesday, 1 p.m. They must be played in order, but you can catch up. Players who opt for the premium star path will have access to all routine duties and complete them in any order to catch up. Ah, okay. But that kind of makes it sound like you get all the routine duties if you go for the premium star path, like at once. Now that's a bit confusing. Why did the grace period get shorter? We added, yeah, because it used to be a week. We added 5 more active days to complete your duties, giving you more time to start off at the end. The grace period has been shortened to 48 hours to keep the pacing consistent between start off. Okay, so that's why they've added 5 days, but they reduced the grace period to 48 hours instead of a week. All right. Do you need to finish every single routine day to get bonus rewards? Yes, if you're aiming for all the bonus rewards, completing every routine duty is the most reliable way to get there. While tokens earned from routine duties are key to unlocking bonus rewards, they can also be used for any reward in the start path. Alright. Alright. And look at the bonus rewards. They look like just color palette swaps again. Which kind of sucks. I mean, a lot of the bonus rewards typically are just color palette swaps, but I can't exit it. There we go. Alright. Will we get enough to unlock everything? Yes, the initial selection duties on day 1 provides enough tokens to unlock all rewards on the regular track of the star path. If you're aiming for bonus rewards, that's when the weekly routines come. Alright, so summary. In order to achieve the bonus rewards, you need to log in every week and complete the routine duties. It's the only way you can get all the bonuses, which I'm okay with because it speeds up your progression through the normal start path, but also rewards those that want the bonus rewards, and I think it's a reasonably fun. There's got to be people who aren't happy with it, but I honestly think that change is good. I like the change. I don't know how it's going to work and whether it's they're going to have like a fault with it, but all right. Now we're going to go through the patch notes. All right. Hey, Valley Villagers. We're thrilled to have given you the first look at the Emotional Rescue free update in our latest developer update video. Through these patches, we'll be giving you an even closer look at the inspirational journey you embark on. Get ready to get in touch with your feelings and emotional rescue. Enjoy sadness. Reading is difficult. From Disney Pixar's Inside Out, explore headquarters and step into the shoes with a of a mine worker to locate missing parts of long-term memories. Disney Dreamlight Valley's emotional rescue update arrives on the 20th, also August the 20th, 2025. So check out the details below. All right. 1. Head over to the Dream Castle, find a new door, blah, blah, blah. Meet Joy and Sadness in the headquarters, and ask no questions about where the other 3 are. Place a remote headquarters in your valley and welcome Joy and then Sadness, so you do Joy first, along with their memorable quests. Assist Joy in solving the valley's mood swings and help Sadness fix rainy days to collect the heartwarming friendship rewards. Buckle up, we're also going on a road trip. Retro road trip star path to be precise. Embrace the breezy summer nostalgia. Go fishing around the valley, spend time with your blood pet companions, snap photos with your royal phone. You forget you have a phone sometimes in this game. They never really dive into it. Capture all your valley's fun in the sun by collecting fabulous retro fashions, including a new dream style for Donald, rock and roll fox companion, and more. Starting on September the 3rd, get ready to tap into the power of nostalgia with the return of Memory Mania mini event. And that's where we got all the pets from last year, including Nostalgia Chupacabra. I think that's how you say it. Until September the 16th. So it looks like we've got nearly a month, so that's a good amount of time. That's probably when the next update's going to drop as well, September 16th. Show us how you really feel with weekly Dream Snap challenges arriving and emotional rescue. So the only thing we need is Nostalgia Chupacabra. That's the only last one we need. Speaking of emotion, prepare for many greater than when Lucky from Disney's 101 Dalmatians join the Valley for the premium shop. I actually looking forward to that. I like it when they introduce new characters in a like an easier way. But again, it's paid content, so it's a bit annoying at the same time. More or not optional items are coming to the premium shop for a limited time, including Dream Styles for Anna from Disney's Frozen, Tiana from Disney's Princess and the Frog. Okay. Be sure to keep an eye on Scrooge store each day for the chance to find new items. That's always there. Adjusted available seasonal moon packs will be offered for a limited time. Different cosmetic items may be offered in future updates. Alright. Star Path. Update to the current system. We've already gone through that. Let's see what it says. Character specific duties have been temporarily removed, as if for Joy and said it's temporary, so that they might add it back. You no longer be required to complete duties for previous release characters if you have not yet unlocked them. I think it's dumb. I think you should be rewarded for progressing further into the game. Instead, it's basically saying it doesn't really matter how much you progressed in the game. There is no advantage to completing the star path, which I think is dumb. I think you should benefit from progressing. Anyway, the initial selection of duties on day 1 of the event provides enough tokens to unlock all rewards the star path on regular tracks. So it sounds like there won't be any time-locked star path duties. So it means probably on Thursday we'll be able to complete the entire star path in one day, on theory. So I think that's going to be fun to complete it all and then spend the next 6 weeks Oh well. Or additional duties will go towards locking the staff up. Bonus rewards. Memory orbs related duties have been significantly reduced. Oh, boo. We've been hoarding them. That's why you hoard memory orbs. Restaurant related duties are temporarily being removed. Duties that require players to craft training manuals have been removed. I agree with that one because it costs a lot of Dreamlight to do those ones. Previous duties that were limited to a specific number of times per day and required multiple days to complete have now been removed. Ah, boo. Boo. I don't like that. I like the fact sometimes there are time locked ones and it kind of like, alright, I'm going to go do something else. I'll just complete that tomorrow. That's a bit disappointing. New routine duties. New duties unlocked each Wednesday for 5 consecutive weeks. That's routine duties. New duty types may appear. In emotional rescue, there will be a photo gallery and companion interaction related duties. Oh, God, I don't like photo duties. I have to admit, I hate them. I'm not very good with them. My partner complains to me all the time I don't have enough photos of me and her. And it's just because I just don't do photos. I'm just not a photo person. Completing all routine duties will provide necessary tokens to gain all the rewards in the bonus track. I'm interested in what they put in the bonus track. Hopefully they're not all just color palette swaps. That's what they typically do. They typically at least have one house that's exclusive, so which they typically don't show in advance as well. So we probably haven't seen it yet. If one jumps into the start path at a later date, they'll need to complete the routine duties in the order they were released, but we'll be able to catch up to that given week's live routine. So it sounds like if you jump into, say, on week 5 of the star path, so the last week of the star path, you should be able to complete everything on one day, or at least be able to catch up pretty over the next day or two. So no one will essentially miss out. Premium Star Path allows progress on all routine duties that have been released. Linear path no longer required. So, let me read that again. Premium Star Path allows for progress on all Dreamlight duties that have been released. Linear path no longer required. Okay. If one jumps into Premium Star Path at a later date, they'll be able to complete all released routine duties, whatever order they choose, in the order to catch up that given week's live routine. Okay. Alright. I think a lot of this will make sense once we're actually doing it, but it sounds like the Premium Staff will be able to just Premium Star Path will be able to just jump in whenever as well. And they don't need to wait. And Star Path Gravestone, we've already gone through that. Improvements. Here's the fun bit that we can speculate on. Fence improvements. Last update, we enhanced the freedom of allowing the ability to place diagonal paths. We're now updating the fences, seamlessly switch from line to diagonal fence modes to more flexible design build. That's good. I like that. I like that. More floating islands. Owners of Dreamlight Valley Rift in Time will also have the additional floating islands, each themed after their biome counterpart and perchable mist. We need mist, don't we? I think I don't think I can actually see mist now. Oh, there we go. They've actually fixed that. There you go. Right, I need 30,000 mist in order to unlock them, so I might have to do a little bit of grinding. We could do some grinding later today as well. I don't know. We have to figure that one out. We need more mist so we can unlock these islands. But I mean, there's no rush on unlocking islands. I just like to have everything unlocked. Player house improvements. Flex your interior decorator muscles with new customizable ceilings. How does that work? Similar to how floors are decorated, choose from a series of assets to give your player house more unique look. Interesting. So now you can customize the ceiling of your in your house. That was something they didn't mention, did it? Place large items. It's now easier to target specific locations when placing large items in editing mode. So they made it a little bit more fluid. All right. All right. That's interesting, the ceiling bit. Something I haven't heard yet. More companions. Players will now be able to equip 2 companions with them. Interesting. Or companion bonuses like extra inventory space and additional resource drop stack. And both companions gain experience simultaneously. helping level your roster faster. Okay, so now you can equip 2 companions per outfit. Well, that makes my life a lot easier. That's really cool. 2. Assign companions. Players will now also be able to assign certain animal companions to villages. Pua to Moana or Maui, Hihi to Moana or Maui, Figaro to Minnie, the Footstep Stool to Beast or Belle, Dina to Alice, Magic Carpet to Aladdin Jasmine, Max to Prince Eric, Maleficent's Raven to Maleficent. What about like Nana, the dog, to Peter Pan? Maybe you can't do that yet. But interesting, you can assign companions to villages now, which is really good. I think only the specific ones. I really like that. I would love just to see like Aladdin walking and then magic carpets like flying next to him. I really, really, really like that, weirdly. And that's going to be really cool to assign all those pets to them. I have to get rid of their pet little homes in their sections, but I like that. I like that. I'm assuming you only can assign one per character. So like with Poa and Hihi, um, you have to choose between Moana or Maui. And yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. Uncrafting station revamp. Yay, more revamping of it. They really can't get the uncrafting station, right? They change it every single time. You'll now be able to use Star Coins instead of Dreamlight to uncraft. Well, yeah, we already knew that from the trailer. You will, for those who have used the uncraft station prior to this update, keep an eye for your inbox for a little something from the Cheshire Cat. Interesting. So if you use the uncrafting station, you should be mailed something. Don't know what it is. It's probably compensation. Uh, Stalls accessibility. Certain stalls will become placeable in new biomes across our expansion passes. Aladdin's Gem Stall, Beast Greenhouse, Christoph's Stall, Mulan's Tea Stall, Tiana's Meal Stall, Moana's Fishing Boat, Wally's Garden. Once placed, these stalls will not be removable. Uh-oh. Once placed, these stalls will not be removable. Okay, so it sounds like once you place them in Eternity Isle, once you place them in Storybook Vale, you won't be able to remove them. You can move them, I don't think you can remove them, which kind of sucks. So be careful where you move them. So once you place them, you can't remove them. I think they probably will fix that because it seems a bit silly. It does seem a bit silly that once you place it, you can't get rid of it. Um, but I'm glad a lot of them there. So the things we can't move basically is Tiana's restaurant. It's over there in the distance there, and Daisy's shop, which is over. You can't see it. It's over that way there. You can see it just through the trees there. So we can't move Daisy's shop, and we can't move Tiana's palace, but we can move all the other stalls, which I'm okay with. The annoying thing is, it doesn't fix my problem. My major problem was the fact of, all right, I have themed islands. So Eternity Isle is my Pixar island, and Storybook Vale is my 2D Disney. So I've got Tiana's stall here. I want it gone. I want to move that to 2D Disney, so that will be Storybook Vale. Based off what this update is telling us here, they're not removable, so it doesn't actually fix the gripe that I have, and I want it removed, and that will gives me more room. So that's a bit of a bugger. I mean, it's good that I can place it. It'd be cool to place Wally's Garden in the Pixar section. One is boat would be good regardless because I can actually just farm those fish. But Mulan's tea, Tiana's meal stall, Beast's Greenhouse, Aladdin's Gemstone, all those will be in the Storybook Vale section, because those are all 2D Disney ones. But it's disappointing you can't remove them. And I think that's probably going to be the biggest gripe for everybody. Is, yep, we can play stalls, but if you've done it accidentally, you're stuck with them. So be careful out there in placing your stalls. Save pictures to the brand new photo gallery in your menu. You'll now be able to take multiple pictures for these Dream Set challenges, review, and submit directly to the photo gallery. It's a nice change, but again, it's one of those changes that should have already been there. So, yeah, and I'm not a big photo person, but anyway. Motifs for Dream Snaps. You can add to 5 photo mode motifs for Dream Snaps. I'm glad, because motifs are pretty much useless. So I'm glad they're making more use of that. Tutorial for Dream Stats. Updated tutorial for Dream Stats with new and more detailed quest for Penelope. Reworked Haunting of Dreamlight Valley Faith. Alright, so they've actually changed some of the quest for Dream Stats to kind of introduce people into it. That's good. Shop UI. We've updated to make the premium shop look more dynamic and interactive, and are providing more information on items like previewing its grid size. Good. They definitely need to flesh that out a little bit, especially if people are putting their own cash towards it. If you don't know exactly what you're getting, it can be a bit unnerving. Premium shop catalog. You can now check out new arrivals in the premium shop from your mailbox. Seems a bit unnecessary, but alright. Top changes and bug fixes. A lot of them are just fixed bugs, but my eye just caught this bit. The teal baby dragon and black Pegasus, I really want the black Pegasus, will both be available to collect for the Storybook Vale expansion owners in our next update after Emotional Rescue. So that's less of a change or a bug fix. It's more of just telling people to shut the hell up about it, because they're probably getting a lot of messages. So it's going to be available after this update, which it's not Cinderella. What's the next update? Oh, next update is Beauty and the Beast. So that's the next update we're going to get. All right. Well, all right. Well, I won't send you an email about it then. That's fair. And yeah, a lot of bug fixes. I don't think we've had any problems with the with any bugs or anything recently. I mean, we get a weird kind of like distortion, like it turns black once in a while. Like the ground turns black and kind of transparent. But I'm not sure if there's anything in there that fixes that. I don't think so. But yeah, that's the end of the update. Now, typically they do hold off a few unknowns as well, so if there's any surprises in there, we'll find out. But it seems pretty straightforward of a star path, bit of basic, a lot of cleaning up. Typically from this time, like this is what they normally do, what they've done historically before the next expansion gets released, is that they do a bit of cleanup. They introduce those quality of life features. They do a lot of bug fixes. They tidy up a lot of things to help future-proof the game. What this is actually telling me, though, is if they're still modifying the star path, it means they are planning for the next year. I know that seems like a bit of a leap, but if they're planning on sunsetting the game after the next 3 updates, they wouldn't change the star path. They wouldn't put in so much effort to fix all these star paths and introduce a new routine duties system for the star path. So that's reassurance, is that, yep, the updates for Dreamlight Valley appear to be continuing based off this, because they didn't introduce these updates just for 3 updates, which is the ones they've released so far. So they've announced the emotional one here, the Beauty and the Beast one is the next one, and then the Cinderella one. That's all we know so far based off the roadmap. But so they wouldn't introduce this if they're not planning for more. So that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign. Whether they introduce another expansion, if they keep this year by year expansion process. It's probably a lot of grind work on their end, but at least we know the probably Star Pass and future updates are going to continue. So that's really really good to see. So that's reassurance there. Um, you know, player house improvements, the ceiling thing is a bit odd because I mean, when you go into a house, and we'll do that now. We'll go into a house here. I was going to say, how often do you see the ceiling? And then I realized you can see the ceiling. Because normally you look from here. I guess you can't see now. All right. Well, I guess that's a minor change. Ceiling. The problem is the internally houses aren't really used. I think if they ever do a really good update to the multiplayer, that people can go inside and outside of houses without the player going with them. I think there's going to be a lot more improvements to, or more focus on build internal builds. I think it would be also cool if characters themselves went into these houses and interacted with them. Um, but it would require a lot more tracking um, by the game's code to track when a character kind of walks in here and walks out. And it'd be harder. It would actually be harder to find them because it would just be like any way of finding any character. They'd just be in a home, and you could just go there and find them in there. Finding exactly where they are in the house may be difficult, but I don't know. Villagers acting like villagers. I think like just looking at the staring into nothingness. Look, Elsa, you're staring like this. Like she was just doing this. Less of that. We want less of that, and we want more of sitting around, being an actual villager, doing stuff. I always said that what they should do is introduce Vanellope and Maui at 4 p.m. every single day, doing a race around the valley. So they meet in Dazzle Beach, and they have their daily race that they do every single day at 4 p.m. and they race around the valley. Stuff like that will really just bring more life to the game. Anyway, that's where we went through. That's us going through all the updates. Luckily, that's led us to o'clock, which is the time I should get my medication, but and get a coffee. But if you've got any questions about anything that we went through, or any thoughts about the update, post it in the chat and I'll talk about it. But that was really fun going through all that. What are you most excited for? I don't know. What's the gimmicky stuff people say? Anyway, I'm gonna put on the music and then I'm just gonna go get a coffee and some medication, and then I'll be back in a second.
song that our favorite song. And it feels like every time that it comes on, we just roll on till the day's done and the lights gone. And it won't take long, even when I'm without you, babe. Listen up and play along, yeah. And that's how time flies, like we are living time. Tell me what you're hearing, feeling down for anything. Oh, for anything. It's fine, and then we keep
There you go. I'm back. Perhaps if I do that. Hello, everyone. You can see my messy floor. Who does? My messy floor over there. Should really clean that up. Clean that up, Dave. Hello, everyone. Alright, so what should we do? Let's clear out the machine. Let's do that. Because we want to get the machine up and running, or completed, by the release of the update. So we've only got a couple of days. Alright, let's do this. Cool. And level 5. Easy as that. We'll quickly switch out companion. We'll finish delivering this one. There you go. Machine works. Alright, we'll switch the companion out again. What should we go? Go Black Rabbit. Yay. Jasmine's not here yet, which is good. Untap everything. Yay, level 3. There she is. No, some of them were 99. How it stacks up for a while. Is that all of them? Yeah, one of them. That's one. Oh, damn it, glitch. Yeah. Easy way to fix it. No. Cool. Then we exchange them all, and hopefully we can afford at least one of these upgrades. Typically should be able to. I can't wait until we do all this and now I start just banking the snippets. I should be able to get every snippet. Chest full of every snippet. Actually, full of black ones. The black ones are going to be terrible. And that brings us to 11,000. Alright, cool. So we should be able to do 2 upgrades. There we go. So just these ones left. And then we'll actually like try the experiment tomorrow. So what I'll do is off stream I'll upgrade these, and then tomorrow on stream we will. I don't know, maybe later today. Maybe later today we'll try the experiment to see whether it works, or if I've grossly miscalculated. Well, what we'll do is we'll do another puzzle, right? Because I should really complete all of them. Let's do another puzzle. Alright. Need some black ones, though. Alright, we'll do Cocoa. Need 10. 10 demon black snippets. Alright. Can't help myself. Black one. The black ones are gonna be hard. The problem is the demon and what black ones are just horrible to catch. But come here. There, got it. Can't help myself. The minute I see it, I just have to swallow. Why is that sparkling? Oh, it's... Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Now we'll do the puzzle. I'm surprised that the book didn't become a character and just floated around. I kind of expected that. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, that in the wrong section. Nope. Nope. Alright, where's the side? That's not cool. Yeah. Nailing it, Dave. Trying to give myself more stop assurance. Is that one? Yeah. Physical note. Go. There we go. Keep on saying there we go. I'm saying there you go, Dave. Oh, that's cool. I like that little face. Coco is a good movie. They're making a sequel to Coco, which I was very surprised about because it wasn't actually that successful when it first came out. I need to make a sequel to Bug's Life. I think there'll be a really good environmental message you could pop in there. Don't be a dick to the environment. There we go. Yay! Complete. And that's done. So we've got 3 more to go. We'll slowly tick them off. Forgot there's a lady in the tram one. And then once we've finished them all, we will have to redo them quite a lot. So one of the duties over here is reorder stories, and it looks like in order to get to the next tier, I need to complete 13 more stories, and I've only got 3 left to actually complete. And then I'm not sure how many reorder stories I need after that. So doing one every day will help to kind of tick those boxes, but I've got a feeling that I have a bunch to do. It's going to be a bit tedious if I just did one after another. So if I just tick one off today, eventually I'll get to a point of I'm just going to blaze it out and then smash it out. But the idea is before the next expansion, I want to finish all of these. And I should do. As long as I kind of keep up my routine. And on that note, I probably should do a bit of a scavenger for the respawns. So we'll get my favorite companion to collect things with, Stitch. Where is he? That's out. Cool. And let's dance over here. Do a quick look around before we use the machine. Which I shouldn't do. I need all the mist I can for the expansion, but I'm an impatient ADHD-ridden mess, so I might get very impatient. Can't get them all, but again, this is a very good gauge of working out how many I've got left. So I've got 3 of those, and those are the ones I am looking for. So I've got 300, 400 to collect of them. Now, if I pick them up, so the reason why I don't use the machine, and instead of actually going around and pick them up, is because of the bonus. So the bonuses count towards, you know, where it goes ping and goes everywhere. I don't think it will go ping. I think it just like glows and then you pick up heaps. Those actually count towards that total. But the ones you pick up from the machine also count towards the total, but you won't get the bonus Well, there won't be the risk of the bonus. So that's the reason why you kind of want to do it, but you also don't want to waste too much time doing it. So you kind of want to gauge of whether it's worth it or not. Because then you get distracted like me and waste time. But it'll lead me to that one now. But if you have a companion with him, he will give you some stuff that doesn't, like this, what I'm about to pick up, doesn't count towards that total. Notice my total didn't go up at all. So it's only if you get the little flashy bonus when it's you just pick it up heaps. It's very, very rare for foraging, but it's still a chance. Considering how rare not rare, just how difficult respawns are sometimes, it's worth it. So I've kind of gone around, pick up everything I can, but there's a risk is that it's spawned behind something. So best practice is pretty much just use the machine and pick up everything else. And then don't waste your time on it, and then move on to something else. Because otherwise you're just running around like forever for it, when you could be just doing something else. Because I'm still picked up one. If you notice, it went up by one because I picked up one. You might as well just pick up one, let it respawn again, and then do it again in like an hour. How many are we looking? We're only looking at one, so we're only missing one. It's a little bit easier. Again, just gauging how much time I want to waste on it. Oh, there's a black one. And it also helps you clear stuff like this. And then you get free mud and free other resources that you may need. The thing is, I don't think we're going to need too many of the storybook battle resources other than constructing things now. Because all the quest stuff is done. So it's no big purchases, no big quests come through, and they typically don't update things after the fact of an expansion. Once an expansion done, that's it. The biggest update we've had for Eternity Isles since we finished that expansion is what's coming in the next update with the new islands. That's the only big update we've had. Oh, and when they introduced the digging spawns, you know how you can dig for shards, like dream shards and night shards? That didn't used to be in Eternity Isle or Storybook Vale, but they introduced those with an update as well. Those are the biggest updates we've had to the expansion since they finished that expansion. So, yeah, I'm not expecting any additional quests, which I think is disappointing personally, but I get why. You rather put the money into what people actually, the majority of people play, rather than a very minority. But there's so much potential to go back and revisit those expansions. But I don't think they will. There's not really much incentive to. But I think they should incorporate at least a couple of quests that are exclusive to those people that have those expansions. Like when the Star Path, when you have to collect, you have to remove thorns. Those dream shards, oh, they're not dream shards, those night shards or whatever the shards that are in Eternity Isle that randomly respawn. Those count towards thorns. God, what are their names? I can't remember their name. Alright, there's one here, and I hate this one because this is my more well-built areas. But because it's well built, it means the respawns can be anywhere and hidden behind things. So. Oh, and another tip: the machines don't collect things in these areas here. So this area here, and this area here, and this area here, along with this area here and this area here, the machines will not collect that stuff. So you have to always do this manually. Most people know that information. I just like to say it because talking to myself is fun. Alright, how many have we got in this area? So we've got two, what, two and some moss, which the moss doesn't, Stitch doesn't give us extra moss if we find moss, only the mushrooms. So this is what I'm talking about, like, you waste your time like, searching for where these mushrooms are. And you could just find them and just move on with the machine. But I'm going to give it a little bit extra in here, because sometimes it spawns in here. No. Oh, there's a... Dream shards. Alright, we're just going to use the machine. So this is where all the stalls will be. I'm going to put all the stalls here. A little kind of shopping district. No, shopping square. But I want to remove them. I think that's the bugger of it. I reckon they're going to fix that and are coming up there. It's weird that they didn't do it. Like, it's clearly they got the feature working to a point, and then they hadn't really worked out how to remove it yet, so they're just going to introduce it and fix it later. But it's weird that you couldn't. But hey, game development's hard, right? Level 4. Wait, shouldn't Nana? Oh yeah, Nana's should be here. Where is Nana? Oh, there. I like the companions because they do give a little bit more life to a resident section like this one. It looks a little bit out of place there, doesn't it? I guess we'll put it over here. I think the problem with the companion feature is that how it works is that the companions stay within a 360-degree area here. So they would just like walk over here, then walk over here, walk over here, just walk around. I kind of wish you could kind of set it, because everything works off squares and grids, right? There should be a way of like set roam zone or something like that, and then you could be able to just, and then it'll be able to just travel all throughout the zone. And I do wish characters interacted with the characters as well, or with the companions as well. I just came and pet it, or something like that. Yeah. Just another idle in, because I like seeing that kind of stuff. I like seeing villagers be villagers. It's weirdly a very rare thing. Instead of staring like it randomly at clocks. Or off into the distance. That's probably why Alice in Wonderland's one of my favorite sections, is because of the animation and the activity within the section. Because mainly the flowers feels like a living section. But the minute you stay still, it all quietens down. There's still movement. Me just wanting the game to be more than it actually is. I've got two still around. Now, they could be on the other side over there that I've missed, but I'll give it a quick scan. I'm not seeing it. I need to fix all this. My initial plan was to make a little entrance here and then make a bridge across there, but I realized you can't make bridges. I'll lose that. Anyway. And now we only need 79 more porcini. And then I'm done. Damn mushrooms. Right, so the last one that we'll do is lightning spice. That's the one. The one thing I didn't finish off before the end of the last expansion was all the Dreamlight duties, so I'm kind of making a point to make sure I finish them all. And I want to brag about it in my yearly video. So, for those who don't know, I do a yearly video on the YouTube, kind of wrapping up my valley and showing it off and getting to find the final version of Dreamlight Valley 3. This will be 3.0. Last time it was 2.0. So Dreamlight Valley 3.0, like an end of year wrap up, and I want to do something a little bit different. Maybe just point out the new characters that were added, things that I like, things that I still think are missing from the game, stuff like that. Make it a little bit more of a thought piece of me playing the game for a year. I need to try and get like a lot more jokes into those videos as well. I don't know. It feels sometimes too rigid. I'm not very good at telling jokes in like a static way. I'm not good at telling jokes in general, but there's a few times I've been funny. I need to bottle them up and put them on a video. Just to prove I can make a joke. Alright, this section's done. Okay. Alright, check machine. So there's one lightning spice. It's a red one. Damn it. I thought it was orange. bonus up. Alright, where's the other lightning spice? This is the problem. So, oh, there it is. It was right behind me. Sometimes it just spawns in an area that you just can't see. No more. That's easy. And it's, yeah, it's also good to check, like, alright, I've collected them all, I can move on. Instead of, like, running around forever thinking, I still got more to pick up. I can't recommend those vacuums more highly. It's probably the best addition to the Eternity Isle expansion. And it's probably the only reason people still go back to there. It's just to grind out mist and all that stuff. I think once we move on to the next expansion, it'd be very rare to come back to Storybook Vale. I can't think of anything that we'll need. I mean, you got Storybook magic, but you don't really use that for anything other than me. It's just building those machines, and that's about it. Go on. Stitch is having a moment. I'm gonna have to motivate him. Thank you. Stop getting out your lightsaber, Dave. Very inappropriate. Cool. Last bit we have to check. Muscles is another one that doesn't spawn as much as you think it should. Memory. There we go. So I'm at 151 away from finishing the lightning spice. Still a lot to go. Especially these ones to feed baby dragon stuff. You can do about 2 to 3 a day. And I still need, what, 23 of them. So it's going to be a while. 23 days. Not that bad, but still, it's half a month. Or more than half a month. Remove inkies, that's going to be a hard one as well. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that one, but I think I just need to check it every day. I have to get more vigilant in checking that every day. I just don't. Alright, we'll do the snippets thing again. We'll clear that out. Oh, got a stack of those. Stack of lightning spice stick. Oh, there we go. I got a stack of those. What else we got? Looks like I've got a stack of something else, but I'm not seeing it right now. And there's no 99. There's 51, but no 99s. Oh, there's 99 there. Pine cones. And we'll put those in there. I'll put coal in there, even though I keep using the coal anyway, so it just vanishes. Alright, cool. We'll deposit those, and we'll go dump off my Easter eggs on Easter Island. I haven't been to Easter Island for a while. been a while since I've been to this. So I use all the islands for events. So for the Easter event, this whole island is dedicated to Easter. And this is where we spend our time during the Easter celebration. And every Easter egg has its section. That's the red ones. And these are blue ones. There we go. And that's our idea. That's why I'm glad they're introducing more islands, so we can have more event islands. Probably not going to have a memory event, because the memory event seems to be more specific to a movie. So we'll stop with that. But everything else. Pirate Island. We should have had a Pirate Island. Or the Pirate event. But I kind of was very neglectful for it and didn't unlock that particular item. So we're going to skip Pirate Island. But probably Dazzle Beach will be Pirate Island. I think it's blank at the moment. Oh. It really does wake. This whole stream thing before work is a really good idea. It just wakes me up. Ready to go. I just went to the normal Dazzle Beach. Anyway, let's go dump off the goods that I have. Why is that all changed? That's weird. It was like sticking out. Mine's like sleep, dreamlike playing, and moving stuff in my sleep. Because I don't remember moving them there. Though sometimes when they do a hotfix or something like that, it slightly adjusts that because they've changed how the grid dynamics work in the zone. So like fix a bug or something. So sometimes you notice with hotfixes or even just updates as well, you'll notice your tables have slightly moved. It's because they fixed the grid in that particular area. Wait, so I expect maybe things slightly being out on Thursday. One thing I need to get. Now, this will be really cool to actually move Beast's greenhouse as well. So this is Beast's greenhouse here. It'd be good being able to move that. Oh, I can't move it though, do I? I don't move it. It just basically makes another one. Eventually get rid of that, because it just adds more, it gives me more room in this section. Which is one section I really just need to focus a day on rebuilding and designing a little bit better. It's kind of mashed together at the moment, but I really need to get the flowers a bit more coordinated and grouped together so I can find stuff better and smooth things out a little bit. I reckon what's going to happen is, you know how the whole idea of these stools being not removable once you move them? I don't think a lot of people are going to read the patch notes to say that, so my bet is that there's going to be an in-game notification about it. That's the only way to prevent it. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of people really upset to be able to place them and not get rid of them. I think you're going to have a lot of people complain on Reddit. Get ready for the multiple Reddit posts on it, everyone. That will just be Reddit until the next update. Then they'll finally fix it, which will be really good. I can't wait for that. I already can't wait for it, even though the feature's not even implemented. Alright. Let's get rid of these pine cones, eh? So we've got about 7 minutes. So if anyone has any views or thoughts about the patch updates that we read out earlier, now's the time. Though I'd be very surprised if you didn't actually mention something before. We'll probably need money as well. I think we're running a little bit short on the coin situation. But we'll refresh that tonight when we go through the spreadsheet. Get a pumpkin crop going. And a stack of 99. And again, if anyone wants to come around for anything that they want to pick up, like a message in the Discord. You have to actually be part of the Discord in order to do it. But you're more than welcome to pop around and pick up anything you need. That's the whole point this exists. I'm thinking about redesigning the market slightly because there's a lot of room in here and I don't need to fill it. So I'm thinking about making this section a little bit smaller. If I can eventually move Aladdin's thing, it'll make things a little bit easier. But make this section a little bit smaller. Spread all those kind of that way. It's probably easier if I do it this way. So move these and then kind of put them over here. And compact this a little bit. Might move that down a little bit. And then maybe even compact it a little bit more, so it's just this little section here. Probably move these like here. So the crafting station kind of has a throughway. And then you go to the gyms and stuff. And then I can move some of this food stuff around here. So it kind of like makes it a little bit more roomier. I think it's a little bit tight and compact at the moment. And feel less of a market. Because the idea of putting in these buildings over time is to make it feel more of a market instead of just stalls everywhere. Which is why I've got this kind of here and this here. And so with that new stall coming, I think it's like popcorn or sweets or something, that would be really good just to pop somewhere in the middle. And over time smooth out the market so it feels less of just a whole bunch of stalls there. It kind of feels like it houses and stalls an actual market. And that's why I kind of wish the characters kind of like that there was some kind of algorithm for the character. Hey Dave, just waiting for the Palia update. Hey Ramona. Fair enough. You are a full-blooded Palia update. Coincidentally, they're doing the update the same day as Dreamlight Valley, or same week as Dreamlight Valley, which seems like a bit of a dick move. We'll go over that next week of the update for Palia. But next Tuesday we will do it. We will make the whole day Palia day, morning, and my longest shift, my longest stream, I should say. Anyway, but yeah, I would like the at least some kind of algorithm. The characters, if they identify some food, they kind of go over there and look at the food a little bit. Because it would be awesome to see these characters kind of make it look like they're looking at the market or like they're scouring the market. But again, it's just me and my wishful thinking. I think it annoys me because it feels like a really quick win, which I just don't think they will put the energy into doing. Me and my wishful thinking, eh? Alright, we'll dump things away, and then we'll call it a day. For now, I'll be back on later today to do the preparation for the next update. We will go through the spreadsheet. It will be boring, but it'll be a good way of just talking about the game. But I will go through my spreadsheet, and there should be a link in the Discord for that spreadsheet if you're curious of what I need and what I have currently. I think I last updated actually. But yeah, that's for everyone out there. She will put. I think I'm full on soil and that wood, so I can sell that. So with the new update with the ability to have two companions on you, it should give you another 6 slots in your inventory. They should really compact this inventory now a little bit, or maybe compact it based off how many companions you've got on you, because now you have to scroll down to see your whole inventory. So I would like them to make a better UI for the inventory side of things. Maybe a more dynamic inventory that you open it and it shows you everything on screen based off. See, it's automatically scrolling down too. Oh, no, it's stopped now. But when I opened it, oh, see if I do it. Yeah, it's automatically at the bottom when you open your inventory. Oh no, there you go. I don't know. It's been weird. But yeah, a more dynamic one there. I think they need to work on that now they've introduced that. And I do like the whole. There is a benefit for leveling your companions more than just leveling your companions. So I like that little addition. So yeah, the game's slowly improving, which is good to see. Don't know if it will be improved enough to bring players back to the game, but definitely still getting excited for updates when they come out. It's good to see some content creators as well coming back to Dreamlight Valley for the update, and that should give it a bit more buzz. But it will be interesting to see what they're going to change next, because these are good quality of life improvements they're adding to the game, and it feels like it's ramping up rather than anything else. So they're definitely, whatever investment they're doing behind the scenes, it's definitely starting to pay off. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. So thanks, Bill. Thanks, Thresser, and thanks, Ramona, for popping along today and keeping me company. As I said, I'll be back on later today. Just so we don't need to work out time zones. It will essentially be 10 hours from now. I'll be back on streaming, and I'll be streaming for about 4 hours. Thanks anyone else that's out there that has been listening, will be listening, and everything in between. Really do appreciate it. As I said, join the Discord, follow me on YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff, and I'll be streaming for 12 hours for the update on Thursday. And for those that are worried, I will be making sure health-wise I'm okay. If I need to stop, I will stop. But I'm going to actually move a fridge in here as well, a little mini fridge, so I can get drinks and stuff to keep hydrated, because one of the medications I'm on makes me dehydrated. And I have a very bad habit of just not drinking. It's the joys of ADHD. It's like not drinking, not eating is a symptom of when you hyperfocus or something. So yeah, I'll do that. And yeah, join the Discord to talk about it. I'm always checking the Discord, even though there's not a lot of activity on there. I'm always popping in there. So if you want to reach out, even just have a discussion about something random, just pop it in there. There's plenty of people. Anyway, I'm stalling because I don't want to go to